Ever seen Kha'Zix getting stuck in a different dimension?
Wait, what happened to everybody else?
Or Jax actually being a...
Helicopter!
Well, here are 66 League of Legends bugs you've probably never seen. Sometimes your biggest enemy is terrain. This champ got permanently launched in a rock and couldn't move or cast anything. Nature truly is overpowered. This player couldn't queue up for a match, even though he was locked in on fill. Maybe Riot is trying to tell him to touch some grass. Sometimes league statistics don't add up at all. These players experience magic damage on AD carries and total damage not adding up to what they've done. So next time you somehow didn't carry your game and think you didn't do enough damage, you can safely blame it on Riot Games. Here is another instance of League of Legends post-game credits being weird. This Tristana dives Jinx on the turret and the turret just lets her? Not even a single shot. Maybe it just hates Jinx more. This player just found an OVO match. What? This Nico just got a random line stretching out of her head, like her eyes are moonwalking out of her skull. Creepy and kinda majestic. This player might have downloaded the entire PBE database, cause ain't no way the PBE is filling up 803 gigabytes. Either this is an alternate universe, or all the league champs are just having an identity crisis. According to this player, Karma and Lux never showed up in this game, but in a completely different game. And then the 8 remaining players all got a penalty. These players might have just experienced an alternate universe without even knowing it. Not a bug in the code, a bug in real life. Guy smashes his monitor mid-game, probably a Draven player. This Azol faced the most pleasant bug. When casting his Q mid-W, his Q would cancel his W, even though it's supposed to work together. But at least he didn't overreact.
I'm gonna fucking break some.
A guy tried to unlock a new champion, only to get a random error. Maybe Riot just didn't want another Teemo in the world. This double Mordekaiser ult resulted in Kha'Zix being stuck in the Shadow Realm after beating Mordekaiser.
Wait, what happened to everybody else?
This next player gotta be Tyler 1's long lost son, cause he's been so toxic that he can't even get through the behavior warning. This severe picked Biscuit delivery for some early mana, but got Futures Market instead, although Riot might just be trolling her because of her weird summoner spell keybinds. A guy had League of Legends chew through 24 gigabytes of RAM. I don't know if he's loading up 4K Ultra VR Summoner's Rift or what. Brom apparently can't tell the difference between right and left. This Caitlyn uses her E at the exact moment Yasuo uses his ult, cancelling it entirely and resulting in Yasuo dying. This bug would have had me like... This guy's about to have a hard time crafting any champions. Just pray to God he picks the right one. This is something we've all experienced. Try to boot up League and the client just keeps loading forever. But it's the League client. What's to expect? This time the client loads the initial splash, but then stops. Again, something we've all experienced. Apparently friendly fire is also a thing in League. This Warwick did damage to his own GP. I didn't realize I hated Aphelios this much. And apparently Hexakill is back in 2025. This truly is a win for the unemployed. This Caitlyn experienced death timers on the far left, but the death icons on the right as usual. Pretty weird. Another classic error, a Vanguard error. I don't think anyone was a fan of Vanguard being implemented. This guy experienced 2 bugs. Firstly, a minion bug, which resulted in his loss. Secondly, he gained LP for losing. I gotta find out how to recreate this bug, and I can finally climb out of bronze. But imagine loading into the game and the floor just missing. The champs were just floating in straight void. These guys managed to get 2 players on top lane with no player on jungle. Great job guys, FF15. This Yasuo somehow managed to not go 0 and 10, but also did 278 damage with his ignite, when the description clearly says 270. We all know hitboxes are a bit wonky in League, and Jin's ultimate is no exception. This Caitlyn is about to have a horrendous time. A small portion of League players also report facing real-life bugs, and they all own the signature immortalized legendary skin. Suddenly, they just look like... In Arena, a lot is possible, but this time Kench truly reached immortality. The Master Yi gotta be fuming. This Nunu started rolling, then did a complete 180. Gotta apply for Fast and Furious. This Skarner truly is the David Goggins of League. Gets airborne, but doesn't care, keeps going, stay hard. I honestly feel kinda bad for this Amumu. He even lands his Q, then just gets screwed over by League. Rest in peace. I think the game knew that Jace was not gonna win that one, so he just got out like... His Kindred got exactly what she deserved. Died in her ult. I hate Kindred. We need justice for this Leona. Just look at her. She truly got screwed over. This Briar faced a bug which all of us regularly face, not being able to use abilities. She just has proof. It's funny how this always happens when I'm about to die. This Corgi's using some sort of summoner spell that I haven't heard about, though he needs to work on how to use it. This bug looks super cool, but has no real effect, except for style points. But it's a weird light particle effect between Mordekaiser and Lucian. I gotta try to recreate this with a buddy. This TF couldn't cast Q, if he tried to pick a gold card with his W, couldn't cast it. Truly a disappointing kid. This Blitzcrank lands a clean hook on Corgi, but Corgi just rubber bands back like nothing happened. I would have just Alt F4 and maybe quit the game entirely. Heimer's turret locks onto something and keeps shooting forever. There's nothing there, just aggressive paranoia. Jax leaves in with Q, Kane hits him with his W, and he gets launched like a cannonball, flying away like helicopter, helicopter! This Akali is a teleporting champion, which sends her for a stroll across the map. She does still, however, secure the kill. This Master Yi is just out here cheating death. Faces straight through Vi. This honestly could have been part of Master Yi's kit. Would have fit great with his theme. After a seer pops out and back into the fog of war, he's apparently visible to the enemy. Yone uses this and annihilates him. Truly an ill for the Faker fanboys. At first this might look like Kindred just sucks. But if you look closely, Pantheon gets a bug where his Q is instantly reset, as if Pantheon wasn't dominating enough already. These guys are about to experience the biggest skill issue of their lives. Look closely and you'll spot the bug. Why isn't my Rengar like this? And just go 0-10 instead. Puppet W is up, but Rakan dashes right out anyway. Apparently, love really does conquer physics. It sure does look like Kai'Sa has vision. But wait. Guess you can't always be sure. First of all, this Pyke misses absolutely everything possible. Secondly, Kayle autos deal no damage. Gotta be tilting. Kane sees Udyr with his ult before getting absolutely annihilated. This could be used for future purposes. Renata's ult expires, but her enemies keep going berserk. Invisible CC for extra chaos. Azul didn't even know what hit him. Shyvana and Trundle are in the finals, but gets chomped and surfs beyond death in the lobby. This results in their loss. Truly a skill issue. This Kane's teleporting all over the place with 40 ping and perfect internet. Either he's lagging and the ping is lying, or he unlocked Ultra Instinct. This clip just speaks for itself. Watch closely on Frisch's mouse as he's about to land a clean hook. This Caitlyn thinks she's the main character with a permanent anime effect. Anyway, this game seems normal right up until you see the mid lane. Jesus Christ. And another Jhin bug cause it looks funny. This Cho'Gath was so nice that he decided to give Warwick the privilege to teleport back with him to Fountain. This guy's game isn't registering inputs. Truly the only guy who can blame Riot Games when dying. Now hit subscribe or I'll leak your IP address.
Blah 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 blue blue blue.